It was midnight in Los Angeles. The city was still alive with the flickering glow of neon lights and the distant hum of engines. Elon Musk had just wrapped up a long workday at the Tesla factory. After hours of intense meetings and engineering discussions, he decided to take a short walk to clear his mind. Instead of calling his car, he wanted to enjoy the night air. Despite all his success, sometimes feeling the rhythm of the city energized him. As he walked down a quiet street, he noticed a young man sitting on a bench. He wore an old t-shirt, worn-out pants, and sneakers full of holes. Despite the cold night, he didn't even have a jacket. Yet, the young man was frantically scribbling in a tattered notebook. Elon approached carefully. Determination and ambition were not unfamiliar to him, but seeing someone working under such difficult conditions was rare. "What are you working on?" he asked. The young man quickly looked up, blinking in surprise. It took him a few seconds to recognize the man standing in front of him. "Why, you're Elon Musk," he stammered. Elon smiled. "That's what they say. And you are—" "Daniel Porter," the young man replied hesitantly. Elon nodded toward the notebook. "You seem deep in thought." Daniel hesitated for a moment before turning the notebook toward Elon. The pages were filled with complex equations, designs, and schematics, some rough, some astonishingly detailed. Elon raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "Are you an engineer?" he asked. Daniel let out a small, almost embarrassed laugh. "Not exactly. I was studying aerospace engineering, but I had to drop out. Tuition was too expensive. But I've been teaching myself, watching lectures, reading everything I can find." Elon sat down beside him, flipping through the notebook. "This is really good work," he said. "Where are you staying?" Elon sat down beside him, flipping through the notebook. "This is really good work," he said. "Where are you staying?" Daniel's expression darkened. "Nowhere, really. If I'm lucky, I crash on a friend's couch. But some nights, this bench is home." Elon considered this. He had seen many people in the business world who had every opportunity but squandered it. Daniel was the opposite. He had no opportunity but was making the most of what he had. "Have you ever been inside SpaceX?" Elon asked. Daniel's eyes lit up. "Only in my dreams." Elon pulled out his phone and dialed a number. "Hey, it's Elon. I need you to meet someone first thing tomorrow at SpaceX HQ. "Yeah, no, he's not an employee yet." He hung up and turned to Daniel. "Be there at 9 a.m. Ask for me." Daniel blinked. "Are you serious?" "I don't joke about space," Elon said with a smirk. Daniel was still in shock as Elon stood up. "And get yourself something to eat," he added, handing him a $100 bill before disappearing into the night. The next morning, Daniel arrived at SpaceX's headquarters in Hawthorne, his heart pounding. The receptionist was expecting him. As he stepped inside, he saw engineers meticulously assembling rocket components, testing propulsion systems, and discussing the latest advancements in space travel. Every corner of the building was alive with purpose. A few minutes later, Elon walked in and turned to the employees nearby. "This is Daniel Porter," Elon announced. "He's got ideas, and I think he belongs here." Daniel was given a detailed tour of the facility. He watched as engineers worked with precision, debating designs, solving problems, and bringing cutting-edge technology to life. It was more than he had ever imagined. Later that day, he was taken into a small conference room where he met with a senior engineer. They grilled him on aerospace principles, rocketry, and advanced propulsion systems. At first, Daniel was nervous, but he soon found himself answering confidently. He even proposed new perspectives on some challenges, earning nods of approval from the team. After hours of discussions, Elon returned. "So, what do you think?" he asked the engineers. "He's sharp," one of them admitted. "And he's got the drive. We should see what he can do." Elon turned to Daniel. "Congratulations! You start as an intern next week." Let's see what you can do. Daniel took a deep breath, trying to process what had just happened. A few days ago, he had been sleeping on a park bench. Now, he was a part of SpaceX. That night, Daniel didn't return to the bench. Instead, he checked into a small motel using the money Elon had given him. He spent hours reviewing his notebook, refining his ideas, and preparing for what lay ahead. A week later, as he stepped through the doors of SpaceX as an employee, he knew that his life had completely changed. Not just his circumstances, but his belief in himself. And it had all started because one man had stopped to ask, "What are you working on?"